This is no longer breaking news, but I had to give my opinion on this because if you guys don't know, if you're not fans of this channel, make sure you subscribe. But I am a Devin Booker fan, right? I don't have a favorite team, although I am in New York, so I do champion the Knicks a lot more than I thought myself. But my favorite player is Devin Booker, and Jalen Williams also just made a big move, so the Thunder got their three pieces back, and that's gonna be the topic of this video. If you haven't seen the title, Devin Booker, $145 million over the next 2 years. Not necessarily next 2 years, but it keeps him locked down to the Suns up until the 2029-2030 season, which means that there will be no rumors about Devin Booker leaving the Suns. Now, will he be traded? Maybe later down the line. You know, the Suns might consider it. If this doesn't work out, I think the Suns are going to give this another try in the next 2-3 years. And after that, if they see nothing, Devin Booker might be on his way out. However, as if right now, as it stands, they secured their spot with Devin Booker. Devin Booker secures his spot with the Suns, especially after, Kevin Durant got traded. They were trying to waive Bradley Beal. I thought that was supposed to happen 2 Mondays ago. I don't know why it hasn't happened yet. How is Bradley Beal still on the Suns? I don't know. Something has to happen. He has to leave, bro. Bradley Beal, why would you want to stay in a situation where you're clearly not wanted? You're not wanted by the Phoenix Suns fans. You're not wanted by the Suns front office. The fact that there is news coming out saying that they're going to waive you, they want to waive you by this Monday, they want to waive you by next Monday, whatever it is, why are you still on the team? You're going to get your money. Let them waive you and get out. Go somewhere else. Clearly, it's Devin Booker's team, right? And to be honest with you, I've seen Devin Booker play point guard, and I've seen him play shooting guard. And now that there's Jalen Green there, Bradley Beal is not going to get the ball. He's not getting no touches. To be honest with you, he might be lucky if he gets minutes. Considering the office doesn't like him, he might play like 8-10 minutes a night. That's if he's even healthy. I personally think it's so stupid that he doesn't want to leave. Now, do I think the Suns should waive him? No, because honestly, that really hurts you. Like, this isn't like the Bucks and Damian Lillard situation. Them waiving Bradley Beal will stay on their books for a while, and I think it's $110 million over the next 5 years, and it will stay on their books, and it will hurt their cap. And as we see now, second apron is really, really harmful to every team. And then you consider Devin Booker just signed a 2-year $145 that extends him to 2030. That is really hard to build around. That means there will be a time when Devin Booker is making $72 million a year. And then if you still have Bradley Beal to pay off over like $20 million a year, man, what are you going to do with this team? How are you going to build around Devin Booker? This might be a setup for failure right here. I don't even know what the Suns look like this year with Devin Booker. Okay, you got Dillon Brooks, you got Jalen Green. But what does it really look like with Devin Booker on the team with these guys? I think Dillon Brooks might be a good piece around Devin Booker. I personally don't like Dillon Brooks and the style that he plays in. Not the person, I don't know him. But I think that toughness that he brings and the fact that he's always in people's faces and all that, I think this might be what the Suns need. This is exactly what they were lacking the last 2 years, ever since they got rid of Jay Crowder. And then Jalen Green, I mean, I thought they were going to trade him for something, but I guess not yet. Or they might just keep him and see how it turns out as a second punch or a second ball handler next to Devin Booker. But Bradley Beal, I ain't gonna lie, you got to find your way out. You got to find your way out. I don't think you're welcome here no more. And again, $72 million a year is amazing for him. I think this gives him a $360 or $380 million over the next 5 years. That's insane. That's just from hooping alone. There's some guys in the league that can't even touch that. Nowhere close to that in their whole career. For Devin Booker to, come off the bench in college and then come to the Suns team and play so bad the first couple of years as an entire unit. Everybody called him, a stat pattern, a numbers chaser, whatever they wanted to call him. And this is where he's at right now. He already went to the NBA Finals. He tried to win them a championship. Shit just happened, man. It is what it is. But he got his money. That's their star player. And if I'm Devin Booker, honestly, bro, not everybody wins a championship. Some guys chase it forever and never win it. So you better off just staying on this team, make as much money as you can. And if you could play into your late 30s, even if you might be ass, then that's when you go ring chase and find you a super team and just be a valuable piece off the bench or something and get you a ring. But right now, just stay here, get your money, and just see what happens from here on out. Then we have Jalen Williams, J Dub, like I said, signed a contract with the Oklahoma City Thunder, an extension up to $287 million for 5 years. That's a lot. But I like it, though. I'm not going to lie. I really like this for him. And the reason why is I think the Thunder are in a great position. One, they don't want to have another situation where they lost James Harden, especially with these three, because this is very important. These are the main three that won you a championship. If you have these three as a core, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, J-Dub, and Chet Holmgren, then you have a very high chance of building multiple different rosters around them, different pieces, because now you could develop a culture, which I think they already have. And then especially J-Dub, like 3 years in, you see his growth. Chet Holmgren, I think this is his second year, and with all the injuries, all the setbacks, you see his growth. And obviously Shai, league MVP, finals MVP, conference finals MVP, everything, bro. He got the whole stat line. He got everything, the whole resume. So I think the rest of the pieces are just filler pieces. Alex Caruso, obviously an amazing piece, amazing talent, amazing player. But every now and then you do get another Alex Caruso. It's not like a generational talent. The rest of the pieces, even the other Jalen Williams, same thing. Isaiah Hardenstein, same thing. But I will say, I've seen some people say Chet Holmgren might be traded later on in the future, this, that, once all the contracts kick in, and if they can't build a team around these guys, I think it's an exaggeration. I think the Thunder have a lot going on, but they also have 15 draft picks. They have a lot of guys on rookie deals, and you could get a lot more guys on rookie deals. Like, especially like moving forward, you never know what guy can come off a draft and their second year, sophomore year, or junior year, they're actually a good player and can fit their culture if they develop one and it stays how it is now, but it gets even better. Telling you, bro, all you need is your main three. Build around that. You don't need star guys and all that extra stuff that everybody be chasing. You don't need that. And in 2-3 years, when all their contracts kick in, the salary cap is going to be even higher. It might be like 180 at that time. I think right now it's like 139. I think they announced that next season will be like 150. So in 2-3 years, it might be like 170, 180. If everything trends in the right direction. And you got these guys locked up under contract, everything else is gonna, is gonna work out. And especially if you could win another championship within the next 2-year window, man, that second apron not gonna affect them. But if you don't win a championship and if injuries start, knocking on the door, this, that, and the third, then that might hurt the team. We've seen it with the Celtics. Like, I don't think the Celtics would have traded Drew Holiday and, Kristaps Porzingis, and I don't think Al Horford, if he ever signed to any team, but I don't think he'll be a free agent right now if it wasn't for Jason Tatum going down. I think the Celtics would have paid that tax and would have tried to win another championship next year. Because I think this year they would have came back, beat the Knicks, probably beat the Pacers. And honestly, I think they might have even beat the Thunder if Tatum didn't go down and they eventually got it together. I think they might have beat the Thunder. But long story short, I do think the Thunder are in a good position. I like that they kept their main guys, their core, and the rest of the guys, like I said, fill-in pieces, man. Role players, they're really good role players. Don't get me wrong. They're amazing. Some of them are even starters on a lot of other teams. But they're not generational talents. They're not main guys. They're not like Chet Holmgren is a unicorn. J Dub, he can be something. Shea, obviously we know he is something. Like we know he's somebody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he even has a chance to be the next face of the league, in my opinion. So with that all being said, I think the rest of the guys you can plug in other people, and you never know what talent is there. And also, sometimes you find talent for your team that all the other teams overlooked and the other people overlooked. You know how many guys have came back to the NBA after playing overseas, and you're like, damn, now they are nice. Why have they not been playing the league for this long? Like, it's up to you, man. And honestly, the Thunder are being, have been one of the great teams in drafting. Like, they can do something, man. They just draft a whole bunch of bigs. And again, like I said, a lot of people think that's the reason why Chet Holmgren is going to be the first one to move. But I don't think so. I think Chet Holmgren is going to keep developing. And he's going to be such a unicorn. And they're going to want to keep him. Because honestly, look at Victor Wembanyama and all these centers coming in from Europe and all that can do everything. And they're tall and can block, score, shoot, dribble, do everything on the court. Yeah, he's not going nowhere. They got to keep him. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what y'all think down below. This will Talk with E. Safe.